Guys, 𝐴𝑁𝐺𝐸𝐿𝑂'𝑆 with you. Welcome to my channel and my page. And of course, today I'm here with you with another reading. And let me remind you, this is a collective reading that we're going to be doing tonight. And as you can see, here we have three decks. Here we have three decks that we're going to go through. And the reading will be about your favorite person, whether it's your relationship partner, whether it is somebody that you're dating or that you're interested in, or you have fallen apart and separated, decided to take a break, and you want to know about their intentions towards you. We are going to be doing reading today on that subject. And of course, as you can see, there are three different decks that I'm going to be using today to find out what their thoughts, intentions, and desires about you in this reading. And so what I would like you to do at this point, to pause this video if needed and required, and very carefully dive into your intuitive state and try to choose one of the decks. Each deck has a crystal on it, as you can see. So the first deck is the skull crystal, the second one is the amethyst, and the third one is basically the yellow crystal, as you can see over here. So now for the reading, I want you again to close your eyes, to take a deep breath, and concentrate on the deck that resonates or that you feel the most attracted to. And we're going to start the reading now. So for those of you who decided to go for the skull crystal, we're going to be doing the reading with this one of my favorite vintage style tarot deck. So right now I would like you to focus on your favorite person, to think about them. Close your eyes, imagine them right in front of you, and I want you to look at their third eye area and mentally ask them, what do they want to tell you? What is their intentions, feelings, and thoughts about you? So for this reading purpose, I'm also going to be using my Lenormand deck, which is going to be a helping deck to be able, so that we can clarify the messages that we're going to gain from the higher spirits, from our higher self, through the tarot cards. Okay, let's go. The first card, the second card, the third card. First card, second card, third card. So we actually got to have two cards here as the last card. So now this is actually the spread that we're going to be performing for the person that is on your mind, that you'd like to get to know more about their intentions and feelings and thoughts about you. The first two cards will be representing their thoughts and the motives of their thoughts, or the, the invisible side of their thoughts that they're not showing you, but how somehow they are running these thoughts in their head. The second card will be about their emotions and about their feelings towards you, what kind of feelings and emotional state they're having towards you. And of course, the Lenormand deck will be able to help us to clarify the details of their feelings. And the last card will be their subconscious, or in other words to say, their intentions towards you. And the two last cards that we pick from the Lenormand deck is going to be representing the details of it. So let's start with the first card. Here we have the Nine of the Wands. So the Nine of the Wands is kind of giving me the vibrations that the person does think about you, but even though they're being in a very self-defensive mood, and again, it can be someone that you've been in a relationship with and probably going through some sort of harsh or tough periods, or some sort of changes, and the person's kind of thinking about you. Maybe even if you're not together, they're probably even thinking about coming back to you, but at the same time they're afraid that even if they come back into your life, or if you reunite again, that can kind of start the same kind of cycle, and unfortunately the situation wouldn't go anywhere better, but instead you would be in the same cycle of the circumstances and the situations that had been going on before. So another meaning of the Nine of the Wands says that the person, regardless of them thinking about you, they don't seem to be that open yet. Like, it feels like maybe the connection that you had, or the communication that you had with this person somehow left some sort of impression on them, and it seems like now they are still trying to be decisive whether they want to come back to this, whether they want to make it work, whether they want to make their first steps towards you or not, because the Nine of the Wands is quite protective and the self-defensive card in this meaning, which also, again, as I said earlier, it proves us that the person does think about you, but at the same time, there is some sort of caution, there's some sort of fear, there's some sort of phobia, I would say, about coming from this person's side and their thoughts about you. So let's see what they, yes, so this is the confirmation of the card, the clouds. The clouds clearly show that the person is going through some sort of uncertainty. And as I told you, it seems like they are going through a lot of overthinking about the situation and about you, whether it's worth it giving it another chance, whether it's worth it actually giving it a chance in general. And they're going through some sort of unclarity, some sort of confusion. Maybe there happened some sort of negative experience with you at some point, or misunderstandings or argument or something. And the person is just trying to understand and actually, like, if this is worth a chance of giving them to you. So their thoughts about you, like romantically, is quite unclear. They're trying to understand themselves. They're trying to understand whether it is worth actually thinking about the situation in general and going for the situation or not. Let's take a look at their feelings. Oh, feelings-wise, the person actually seems to be more into you, like regardless of their actions and how they're behaving and what they're thinking about you. Again, the thinking is more of a rational side of our personality, and it usually comes from the consequences of the situation that had happened before, where the emotions actually describe that this person does have very strong emotional bond with you, actually. And this bond is quite strong. Like, there is a sympathy there, there's love there, there's desire for reunion in there as well. There's just beautiful desire of the loving energy coming towards you. Again, the person might even think you as someone that they could really see this relationship moving forward in the future, like on the next level. But again, probably there might have been some sort of confusion or misunderstanding in the communication at some point that put them into this kind of state where they are not quite sure if they want to give it a try or want to put their time and effort in this. But in the emotional state, it seems like they do have feelings for you. And the next card is the Crossroads. So the Crossroads usually tell us about the decision that we were just talking about. These two cards, if you put them together, these two cards are more resonating, and they are more of working together at some point, I would say. And here we can see the Crossroads. So even though the person does seem to have some sort of feelings and emotions towards you, but it seems like they are trying to decide whether actually they should still stay in your life or whether they should leave or depart, because the Crossroads is clearly giving us the energy of the indecisiveness about making their decision based on their feelings. Feelings wise, they are attracted to you, there is a bond, but at the same time, probably because of the personality wise, or because of the personality differences or misunderstanding, miscommunication, and not being able to click with you on a more rational level, they might think that this may not really work out, and they haven't yet quite decided to actually give up on this relationship or give up on this situation. But it kind of feels like they are still kind of debating about this, whether they should actually stay in this situation and try to give it another try or put their effort in this situation, or they should actually depart and leave. The next and the last card in here, as we can see, is their intentions and the subconscious, the Hermit. So Hermit confirms once again these three cards. I would even say that these four cards together, Hermit confirms it for us, saying is that the person might be preferring their own solitude right now so that they can come to some sort of decision, and they need to be by themselves. And if you're not communicating right now, I would highly recommend you to leave them alone so that they can actually make their decision if they want to come to you and if they want to make the situation work with you, and if this is going to be worth it at some point. But the person is definitely going through some sort of introspection, trying to understand their role in this kind of connection and bond, and your role, and what actually can work out from this relationship. And the next and the last two cards in here is the Book and the Letter. So as I told you, I want you to leave them alone, because eventually if you leave them alone, after some introspection, they're going to come to you with some sort of decision, and you will definitely hear from them. There's going to be some sort of connection between you two, and after this connection, there will be some sort of discussion about all the situation and all the circumstances that took place before, and all the situation that might be ahead. And let me take one last card as a conclusional card to see the most likely outcome of it. Okay, Ace of Swords and the Mouse. All right, I'm not going to lie to you guys. To be honest with you, it seems like actually the ending of the situation may not be in your favor for now, at least, because as I told you, both sides are kind of very different when it comes to the personality wise, and that's why each side is trying to pull the relationship rope towards them, and this may end up in even a more of argumentative situation where we can see the mouse, and the mouse usually in the Lenormand deck means small, like really tiny problems. But the thing is that those tiny problems, when they accumulate together, might be the reason of the situation going on right now, why you might not be finding some sort of peace in this current situation. But please leave them alone, as I told you, because it seems like you're going to be hearing from them very, very soon, and there will be some sort of discussion, conversation, and the clarification of the decisions of both sides. So guys, if you felt that this reading has resonated with you based on the crystal and the deck that you chose, please feel free to leave the comment, feel free to claim this reading for yourself, and also leave me a comment below what kind of readings would you like me to do for you. Now we're moving on to the next crystal. Welcome guys. Now we are going to be doing the reading with the next deck, with this crystal, Amethyst. If you were concentrating on this crystal, and if you chose intuitively or were drawn to this crystal, then this next tarot deck that we're going to be using will be for you. So I want you to pay attention to this. And once again, I'm reminding you, this is a collective reading about the person's your favorite person's thoughts, intentions, and feelings towards you. If you want to find out what they're thinking about, if they can find the potential in your probable relationship, or if this is a good idea to stay in this relationship or trying to work with this relationship at some point, or maybe it's better just to leave it and go for the changes that are coming along. And of course, just like with the first deck, I'm going to be using my Lenormand deck as a helping deck for me in this reading, because this deck is going to be helping us to see the more details of the information that we're going to be getting from the tarot cards. So what I'd like you to do right now, take a deep breath, close your eyes. If needed, pause this video and concentrate on your favorite person. So now let's go. The first card shows us their thoughts about you. The second card shows us their feelings and emotional state towards you. The third card shows us their subconscious or their intentions towards you. And of course, for this, I'm also using my favorite Lenormand deck to clarify the messages even more. Their thoughts, the motives of their thoughts, the motives of their feelings, and the motives of their intentions, and the subconscious. So let's start with the first card, of course. The first card is definitely showing us Ten of the Pentacles. Yes, this person does think about you a lot, and they actually kind of feel quite happy and fulfilled thinking about you. It's a very positive card, and it may also show that you make the person feel really complete. You make the person feel very happy, even in your surrounding, or even thinking about you. They do see you as a very smart person who can actually go and achieve their goals. They do see you as someone who is very assertive. They do see you as someone who's also very stable in terms of that quite patient person who is not trying to push or put any pressure on them. And that's the part of your personality that they think that they're being really attracted to. And also they see you as being also quite sociable person, I would say then. And it also tells them a lot about you, a lot about your personality, of course. So the next card in here is the Anchor. So it seems like the person does think about you in a serious way, and they think that actually, and they're hoping that this relationship can really last. It can be something long-lasting. It can be some sort of a firm and really reliable bond between you two, though there can be some little hardship and difficulties in the communication-wise, which is not a big deal, to be honest, considering these two cards together. They're quite positive. It's a quite positive combination of the cards, and this card says that the person can be quite assertive in their decisions in terms of to come to you and being able to actually share the good moments with you, and their thoughts about you is very positive. They are thinking very respectfully about you, and they would like to have some sort of long-lasting and maybe even more of a stronger bond with you, which is a really good combination of the cards at this point. Now let's move to their feelings. The Chariot. So, what the Chariot is saying. So definitely there are some sort of changes are happening. If you're already in contact with this person and talking to this person, then you can expect this relationship to move on to the next level, because that's what's happening in their emotional state. They kind of feeling like they can be evolving the situation, and they're really ready and willing to put effort into the situation so they can actually progress the situation and take this relationship onto the next level, I would say, because that's what this cards really mean. And the Chariot also tells us about progress in moving forward together, progress in being able to actually achieve the goals together. The union of the energies is very clear in this card. Let's see what the Lenormand says. Star, definitely a great sign. Definitely a great sign. If you're thinking about this person's feelings towards you, I can 100% say that this person's feelings towards you is very strong, and they are hoping that actually this is reciprocated, also coming from your side, and they are really hopeful that somehow this relationship will be able to evolve onto the next level. Again, as I said earlier, they're hoping that this will be a quite long-lasting and a firm and reliable bond between you two. They love your surrounding. They love how you behave yourself. They like your rational state, the way that you communicate with people, the way that you communicate with them, and their thoughts are very kind of positive about you too. They see you as someone that everybody's kind of attracted to, and this is a really great sign for those people who actually chose this deck and about your person. So I would say that on an emotional level, the person may almost have no doubts about them wanting to take this relationship on to the next level and somehow make it work with you. The next card will be their intentions. Definitely another great card, Ace of Cups, which is the new beginnings on an emotional level, new beginnings, new love, like, you know, opening the doors, opening the great opportunities for us to come along in here, I would say. And the Fox. Well, the Fox, for a lot of people, Fox can be kind of the sign of being, you know, like a selfishness, or the sign of, you know, slyness, I would say that. But actually, if we put this card together, the person, I mean, like, their intentions towards you is very powerful and very strong in terms of starting this relationship or making this relationship move forward onto the next level. The Fox somehow says that this person may have some sort of trust issues, and they may not be type of a person who trusts everybody right away. So it may take them. So as you can see in their thoughts, they're quite positive about you. In their feelings, they have a quite firm foundation and the I would even say the bond with you. But when it comes to their intentions towards you, they want to start this. They want to put some more effort in order for this relationship to go ahead. But at the same time, they may seem to have some sort of doubts about trustworthiness. In other words, to say they're wondering if actually this person like you is someone who would really like leave them alone or leave them on the halfway. What is your true intentions and true feelings towards them? So the Fox clearly says is that even though the person's quite open and they're quite welcoming towards you, but they might be having some sort of inner fears going on and inner insecurities going on about the trust issues. Probably this person had a unlucky, like, you know, unsuccessful relationship before in their life, and they were betrayed, or somehow there was a mistrust or betrayal in their relationship, and that's why they don't seem to be having this kind of they might be having this kind of trust issues, I would say. But in general, again, I think that this card may just indicate that it will take a little longer period of time for them to be able to completely open up to you, because they want to make sure that you are not going to be hurt, or like he's not going to be hurt either. So like you are both on the same page, and that these feelings and emotions are quite reciprocated. So guys, now I'm going to pick up the last and conclusional card from the both decks to see the King of Swords. Okay, and then the next card will be the letter. So the letter is, first of all, I want to say that you're going to hear from them, that there's definitely going to be some sort of interaction or connection between you two. It's quite clear. And the King of the Swords will be like, says to us that actually the person will come to you with some sort of determination, with some sort of courage and I would say decisiveness of actually to propose to you, maybe, or in other even words to say, just to open up to you about their feelings. Eventually, after some introspection, they are going to be honest with you about their intentions towards you, and hopefully, depending on your decision, they will take the steps forward. So guys, I hope that this reading was helpful for you, and if this reading and this crystal, the amethyst, did resonate with you, I would like you to ask you to leave a like down below, and feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that On daily basis, I'm going to be posting different kind of reading videos, like collective reading videos for you for any kind of life situations. For example, today we're doing the reading for the thoughts, feelings, and intentions of your favorite person. But on my YouTube page, I also offer different kind of readings. You can go through the list and find the most appropriate reading for your current situation and just watch that. And again, if this reading resonated with you, feel free to like the video, feel free to share the video, and of course, I'm gonna see now the next group of people who actually went for the third stone, which is that yellow crystal. Thank you guys, see you soon. Blessings guys, welcome back to my channel, and now we're going to be doing the reading with the third deck that we have and with the yellow crystal for those of you who chose and was attracted to the yellow crystal. So today, as you know, we're doing the reading for the thoughts, feelings, and intentions of your favorite person towards you, and of course I'm going to be using my helping deck, which is the Lenormand deck. So I would like you now to take a minute, and if needed, actually pause the video and concentrate, close your eyes, and think about your favorite person and their thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards you. Now that you're ready, we're starting. So the first card will be their thoughts. The second card will be their feelings towards you, their emotional state. The third card will be their intentions and their subconscious. And of course, we're doing the same thing with this deck of Lenormand. Lenormand deck is helping us to clarify the messages and to go into the details. The first card shows them the motives of their thoughts. The second card shows us, actually two cards came out, so these two cards will be showing us the motives of their emotional state towards you, and the last card will be about their intentions and their subconscious. So let's go with the first card. The first card, Four of Wands. Definitely this person seems to be enjoying your company and enjoying spending a great time with you. Every time when you guys get together, or every time when they think about you, they feel quite happy. They feel like everything is going well, everything is kind of stable, no rush. It feels like, for them, it feels like when you're around, the time just slows down and everything goes so peacefully, so smoothly that, you know, there's basically no complaint coming from their rational side towards you, and they definitely do like spending more time with you. But the difference of this card is still a very positive card, but the Four of Wands is usually not telling us about the future perspective, but it's usually telling us about the current situation, and the person might be enjoying exactly what's going on with you on the current state, in a current moment, when they're thinking about you. So they may not be quite thinking about the future perspective of this relationship, but they're more likely just enjoying you, your company, and the presence right now. And the next card is the Mouse. So the Mouse says that regardless, like, things seem to be very smooth and nice, there might be some small little problems and some small little misunderstandings, maybe in communication, maybe in, like, you know, in kind of, how would I say that? Like putting yourselves together and putting, like, in your behavior towards them, in their behavior towards you. There might be some small little problems that you can find a little bit irritating or a little bit annoying, but still, yet again, this card being considered a positive card, so that's why I cannot say that this is going to be infecting or influencing the situation in a crazy way, or it somehow changes their mind about you from positive to negative. No, the Mouse card is quite a weak card when it's being surrounded by a positive card, so we can clearly say that, yeah, there might be some little things that they can find a little annoying or irritating about you, but at the end of the day, they still think that the positive side of your personality and the positive thoughts are still prevailing. Let's go for the next card, which is the card of the feelings and the Magician. So the Magician clearly says that we're talking about somebody who is very self-centered and thinks about themselves, and this person is used to doing everything by themselves. So Magician says that I do have a feelings for you, but these feelings are not like, it might be between, like, more than a friendship, less than a love, and I need some more time to clarify these feelings for myself. I'm willing to take the control and the charge in my hand in order to be able to understand where the situation may be going. That's what the Magician is telling us. But there's definitely some sort of attraction towards you, even though this attraction may not be on that emotional level as you wish it to be. As I told you, like, with this card resonates, like, the person is enjoying their time and time spending with you, but they may not be having very strong, deep bond or very strong, deep emotional feelings towards you, but they're trying to figure out actually what is going on and who are you to them. And the next two cards, the Tower, the Garden. So it seems like actually this person does not find themselves like to kind of commit to anybody, or to commit to any relationship, because they think that, because first of all, they seem to be a very sociable person, and they're always in the surrounding of people. They love going out, and they love probably meeting new people. Among them also, they like being there, they like their own isolation, their own company, their own privacy is very important for them. So they're always usually very I'm sorry, very careful and choosy about people who they let into, who come into their life. But when it comes to you specifically, it seems like, again, they enjoy being with you, but when it comes to on a serious and a deeper perspective, the emotional state of their relationship, it seems like they prefer also having their own privacy, where they can just manage themselves and still want to go out, still want to socialize with other people around them. So they don't like, they don't want their feelings or emotions or some sort of commitment to restrict or limit them in this point. So specifically because their emotions are not that quietly powerful right now towards you, so they're still trying to decide and understand for themselves actually who you are to them, and should they really let you come into their life like on a full-time terms, or it's better just to spend time with you from time to time together and just see how it's going to work out. But however, you need to know that this person is definitely a very sociable person, and also they like their own surrounding, which is they have very small groups of people that they truly trust as well, and those people can be considered like someone like an authority for them. They really respect them. But also this person is always out and about, and love being socializing with other people. That can actually make you feel sometimes a little jealous, I think, if you have some sort of feelings towards them. But they definitely do enjoy their time with you. So we're going to the next and the last card, Three of the Wands. So Three of the Wands is actually saying, is a pretty positive card. It says that the person might be looking in the future as an intention. They might be looking into the perspective of this relationship to work out after they analyze and try to figure out what they feel for you. They might be thinking that, okay, you know what, maybe this is really worth it, giving it another chance, giving it a chance maybe in general, just to see where the future can take us at this point. But again, when it comes to themselves, they have very firm soil under their feet. Like, they are very decisive about and very assertive about their own goals, about what they want. It's very easy for them to socialize with people and to get the attention that they want from people, to be honest, and it's quite obvious here. And again, the person might be thinking about you, but one thing I'm gonna have to be honest with you, and this is why I'm doing these readings. Some of the readings may be positive, some of the readings may be negative, depending on the cards and the higher spirits and the messages they're giving us. So, to be honest with you, I would really recommend you just to enjoy the company of this person, to enjoy whatever the time you have with this person, because the person seems to be so self-centered that not quite a lot they're thinking about you. You might be thinking that they're thinking about you all the time, but it's not quite true. I would say that they are more self-centered, and they're more thinking about their own needs and their own ideas and their own desires and their own perspective, I would say that, rather than thinking about your perspective. So I want you to be aware of that as well, because another meaning of this card says that this person is kind of like a traveler, or a person of a journey. In other words, to say that he comes into people's lives with gains some sort of experiences from them, and shares with their own experience, and then they leave. So the next and the last card is the Fox. Yeah, definitely. Well, the Fox in this position is shown is that the person's very selfish. The person's really putting themselves and their interest first at this point. So you can definitely enjoy their time together. Don't try to overwhelm yourself with the thoughts about their feelings and intentions towards you, because they don't know it themselves now. But the thing is that they are not even trying that hard to understand it, because they are still being in the surrounding of people, and they're still get their attention from them, and kind of quite narcissistic cards, to be honest here. But people are different, so not everybody can be empath, and of course, as well as the other people around us. So basically, with this card may more indicate that even if they're thinking about you, but they also think about themselves, about their own future, and about moving on and trying to gain and feel and have new experiences about in their life. So let me pick up the one last card as a conclusional card to see what's going on. The Devil. Yes, be careful. You have to be really careful, my dears, those who chose this deck. Crossroads. Well, as I told you, unfortunately, I don't see you guys being together, but it seems like this person does have some sort of charming energy that seems like just can put you in some sort of hostage. And it even seems to me like something like a love obsession that you get involved with, and then that might actually, this beautiful time spending can turn into a quite painful experience for you. So I want you to be aware of that before you decide to jump into this relationship or to jump into this connection. I want you to put yourself first, think about it, think if you really want this, if you really need this experience, and then go for it. Thank you guys once again. This was the reading for all of you who chose the yellow crystal. And if this reading resonates with you, resonates with your situation, feel free to like my video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And on my YouTube channel, you're going to find hundreds of different kind of videos for different kind of life situations. And I'll see you soon. Have a blessed day.